What's up, guys? It's your girl Kendra Lee. We're back with another freaking video. Hey guys. We are going to have a story time today, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And of course, not of course, because it's my first time doing it, but I'm gonna be eating because I haven't ate yet. So I'm gonna be eating, doing this what do you call it? It's a mukbang, a mukbang. And let's not forget, first video of 2019. I'm telling you, we gonna go, we pound it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before we even get into the story time. And come on, you know you want to. I'm gonna be eating a bagel with my unfiltered
apple juice,
with my garden veggie spread, cream cheese. Where to start off? Back in 2017, me and my mom and her friend and kids or whatever got into a car accident. And this was my first time ever getting into a car accident. Like, this is my first time ever getting into a car accident. Like, I've never gotten into a car accident before in my life. So, of course, it was awfully scary. So we were pulling out. They were actually dropping me off to work. And we were at this stop sign, and a bus like came. It stopped to let people off. No, it didn't hit us. But it stopped to let people off. So we couldn't really see what was coming in the traffic. We saw a car that was pulling into where we were pulling out of. So like, okay, if the car goes, then we're good to go. That would make sense. That was logical in my mind. But we wait. Still can't see nothing. And the car goes. So we always like, all right, we can go. And as soon as we pull out, it goes boom. Like, bruh, when I tell you, I ain't never been so shocked. I've never been that shocked. Like, I didn't know what happened. Pretty much like as soon as we pulled out, 1 minute we pulling out, next minute it's just like a big boom. And the high-pitched frequency noise with a whole bunch of like dust everywhere, and it was like foggy kind of stuff, went in slow motion a little bit, like real stuff. Like this is my experience of how it went. It's like, dude, as soon as we got hit and I came back to my senses, like I wasn't about to let this get me, you know. I didn't know what hit us, which I'm glad it wasn't like a big truck or nothing, you know. I'm glad it ended up being a car, but we were in an Explorer truck, right? And a little like BMW car hit us. Bro, how fast were you going? Because they pretty much knocked the bumper off and caused some damage. Like the car was totaled, right? It's pretty good. So I was able to get out the car, and the other kids that were in the car, they got out. We were all fine. You know, my neck, my back was hurting, of course. We got hit really hard. But then the lady that was driving, you know, she was trying to get out the car, and my mom ended up being able to get out the car, but she like ended up on the floor because she was in pain. So I'm like, dang, man. You know, I was like, Ma, get away from the car, get away from the car, because I'm a paranoid person. Alright, I saw stuff leaking out the car, and I was like, bro, I don't know if this is gas. I don't want it to blow up. Like, you gotta get your behind away from this car. I don't care how much pain you in. So I was trying to get her away from the car. This was like a big dramatic scene. Like, I got me over here. Oh my god, Mom, no, get away from the car. No, get away, oh my god. And the little kid's like, no, Mom, please. Oh my god, oh my god. And then you had my mom like, oh, I can't move, I can't get up. And then you had the other one like, that's my impression of what happened. It was so dramatic. Luckily there was an ambulance right there, so they were able to, you know, control everything, and cops and all that. They came faster than I thought they were gonna come. Here comes the stuff that starts actually getting juicy, right? So we're all on the floor. I'm making sure my mom's okay. In the midst of everything happening, the paramedics asking what happened, somebody came up to me and handed me like a white envelope, and I was like, you know, you in the middle of dealing with this situation, you don't know why you're being handed stuff. So they hand me this white envelope. I'm like, okay. I looked to the lady that was in the car with us that was driving. I was like, is this yours? So she just took it. We didn't know what it was. Like, we're all freaking mangled and stuff. She took it, put it in her bag, and we went about the day. Now, we were each brought into the ambulance, and I don't know if I exactly want to say this, but like the whole time I was in the ambulance, I had something with me, but I didn't want to bring it to the hospital with me. I didn't want to go to jail, you know, illegal substances. But that was back in the day. That's not now. So I'm like, oh my God, I got to get rid of this. I had, you know, I was like, this is not cool. I was like, can I run to the car real quick? And I was scared. I was looking real suspicious, apparently. And so they said, yeah, hurry up. You got to get back real quick. And I was like, okay. So I got back. We went to the hospital, you know, did all that stuff. And, bruh, tell me why. So we get back from the hospital, and I'm still kind of like in shock. Like, I'm afraid to be in a car now. I was terrified after an accident to be in a car. Let me explain that real quick so that if any of you are in accidents, you understand. Like, it's normal. After this accident, I was terrified. I was terrified to be in a car. Like, I did not want to be in a car at all. If we pulled out, right, and there's a car coming, if we pulled out, I literally would start busting out crying. If we like had to pass by a semi, I would be talking, you know, having a conversation. I'd be like, yeah, you know, the weather's beautiful, and then I would just stop randomly. So my heart would start pounding. I was terrified. Until we got past it, I was like terrified. It was just not a good time. And it kind of affects me right now, but at the same time, I'd rather be the one driving than letting somebody else drive, but that's just me. But I'm not afraid to be on the road, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get nervous with other people driving, but listen, you can't control the car yourself if you're not behind the wheel. I mean, and you really rarely can control the car yourself if something happens. So yeah, you know, you will be afraid at first, depending on who you are, but you'll get over it. And some people, it might take a couple weeks, some a couple months, you never know. But anyways, back to the story. So me and my mom are back at the house, and we're just thanking God, like, okay, we're alive, we're good, we're healthy. You know, we have a little bit of bulging discs and whatnot in our back, but you know, I'm just glad we're okay. We hear, mind you, it's late. Like, we've been in the hospital all day. We hear banging on the door. Like, who banging on the door like this late at night? So we go look through the window. Why the cops at my house? We open up the door, and they proceed, like, they're not being mean or nothing, but they proceed to tell us, hey, are you Kendra? I was like, yeah. And they're like, we were informed that you might have a white envelope. Did you pick up a white envelope? I was like, white envelope? I'm thinking, there was like, yeah. There was like, it's a white envelope. It had like $5,000 in it. Huh? What? They said that it was a white envelope, and a paramedic apparently dropped the white envelope when they came on scene, and they said that it was given to me, you know, in the midst of everything happening. And I was just like, I remember getting one, but I put it in, I gave it to the lady that was with us. You know, they was like, well, if we can't get it, then pretty much I would have to go to jail. And I'm like, bro, I ain't going to jail. For what? I didn't do nothing. Like, I literally did not do nothing. I was like, somebody gave me the envelope. I don't know what it was. I'm like, in the midst of this happening, nobody's paying attention to what they're getting. Pretty much, it was some guy who was going to check their freaking money or put it in the bank, and it was like 5,000 bucks. And I'm like, bruh, what the heck? I didn't even open the envelope. I'm over here thinking, I'm scared, right? Like, I'm over here thinking I'm about to go to jail for something I didn't even do. I'm like, brother, is it that easy to go to jail? I'm about to be locked up. I'm real life about to be locked up. I was scared.
I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I was thinking, I was like, all right. I was like, I believe I gave it to this lady. Like, okay, so I just gotta call her. I pray to God, I hope she has it. Like, I was scared because they were like, well, we would have to call him and figure out what he wants to do, and if he wanted to prosecute me, he could. But it's like, babe, what you gonna do? I ain't take it out your pocket. I didn't know what was in it. Oh, it was handed to me. Get the person that took it, like, and gave it to me. But we ended up calling, and she answered, thankfully, because she doesn't always answer the phone. I was like, look in your bag. I was like, I gave you a white envelope. Look in your bag. And so she did. She looked in her bag. Bruh. It was there. I was like, good. The cops are coming to you to get it. Actually, I can't remember if the cops went to her to get it or if I had to just walk up the street to get it. But end of the story, like, they ended up getting the envelope. And I'm not saying these people were bad people, but like, I wasn't sure. Like, if they would have found the money, I don't know what they would have done with it. And pretty much, like, if they would have spent it or whatever, I would have been in jail. Like, I would have been like one of those people that's in jail for something they didn't even freaking do. I was so thankful, and it was just kind of crazy. It was real crazy, but bruh, I'm glad they got the money. So, moral of the story is, if you get in a car accident, don't take things from people if you don't know what it is. Just look at them and be like, I don't know what that is. It's not mine. Keep it. Don't ever take stuff from people if you don't know what it is. Ever. But yeah, well, that's the story. I don't know how to end these story times. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, the story time. Let me know of incident where you almost went to jail for something that wasn't your fault. I want to know. It might be kind of interesting. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up, comment, and try these everything bagels. Like, with the garden veggie spread, they're pretty freaking good. Yum. Kendra Elise, 2019. Let's go hard, guys. We out.